Independence is really baked into the DNA of the stock exchange listing requirements, regardless of what committee you're on. So the nominating, governance, audit, comp committee, there are actually requirements where you need to be independent as an outside director. So the independence issue is very important. And there are new things that are happening in this area as well as we speak. If you look outside the United States, Europe, Asia Pacific, many different countries and regions actually have issues where if you're on the board for too many years, long tenure, you're automatically deemed to be no longer independent. So these rules are starting to bleed back to the United States for the first time. Some of the proxy advisor firms are actually now touting new rules where if you've served more than 3 consecutive 3-year terms or 9 years, there's a possibility that they're going to categorize you as being non-independent simply for tenure purposes. New issue just emerging. This over the summer, we're going to hear a lot about that issue. For other reasons, you might not be independent that make a lot of sense that nobody can argue with. For example, if you own a very large percentage stake of the company, if you are an officer, executive owner of a business that does a material amount of work with the organization, a family member of a founder, that sort of thing. And really nobody can argue with those issues with independence. Yet being on a board for more than 9 years is almost backwards. Those outside directors you would think would be of most value, and instead these new potential, they're not going to be statutory requirements, but just pressure from proxy advisory firms would do just the opposite. It seems nonsensical that the rules are going to force those with the most tenure, the most experience to actually go off the board.